morning everyone. You join me as I'm taking the car into my Glasgow depot, getting it ready now for preparation for the winter, and that involves getting it detailed ceramic coated, and then I will put it away in the storage Carcoon. I know a gentleman called Malcolm McKechnie who owns a company called MR Detailing, and he's done a number of our cars ceramic coated, and what I'll do is I will show you a short video of the last time he did my own car, which was a BMW i8 Roadster last winter. So I'll just show you what Malcolm did in that one for us. Right, so
every time you then wash it, it almost sort of tops up the ceramic that's on it.
Right, okay.
So the aim of the ceramic coating is to give it almost an extra skin over the whole car.
Yeah.
It's not paint protection film. It's not going to stop.
Aye.
But it is going to stop those wee fine scratches.
Yeah.
Maybe the odd if you're up against the car with your jeans and stuff like that.
So it doesn't need to be polished again?
It doesn't need to be polished again, no.
Sounds good.
But what I'll do is, obviously the car's in pretty impeccable nick. So when I do prepare the paint for it, it has to be polished.
Right.
Because as you polish it, it actually takes any coatings,
Does it?
any sort of residual coatings that are on it off.
Okay.
Because it has to be a totally bare, like sort of base for you to then layer up the ceramic.
So it's going to take Malcolm 2 days to go over the whole car. Thereafter, when the weather gets a wee bit better and I get the storage bubble, I will then put in the bubble. I've got a story on the storage bubble which I will share with you when I receive it, and I'll keep you up to date on that. So here we are at Rowebb. Let's go and have a look at how Malcolm's getting on with the Silver Shadow. Good afternoon, how are you doing? Not here. Oh, it's looking good.
Got me my lunch break.
Oh, you're fine. No, you're looking good. How are you getting on with it?
Great.
Many scratches did you find in it?
There's a few.
Aye, there was one, that big one in the...
That's salty meat.
Aye, I know. So...
It's doing a treat. First coating of ceramics on.
Is it?
A couple of hours and then the next coat can go on. So.
Oh, it looks good. It's just a pity I need to put it away now for the winter. But I bought it at the wrong time, but I didn't buy it at the wrong time. I bought it because it was the right car to buy. Yeah. But if I'd have bought it in the 30th of March, it would have been brilliant. Yeah. So
there's always next summer.
There's always next summer, I know. It does look good. It does look very, very good.
Some of the details on it are just get into the sort of nooks and crannies of it and then dress it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a lot of these in the older cars. This is rusted here, and also so is that. See the Castro oil there.
Yep.
That one over there tends to be that sort of rusted. But really, when you look at it, and in a lot of these. They're all bust away, but they're really good condition.
Even things like the brake fluid, that's a brake fluid reservoir, so the underside of it and all the lines coming away from it, you can dress them and just gets it looking absolutely amazing.
No, it does look good.
And as I say, obviously it is an older car, but one thing that was quite noticeable, and you can see it on here with the finish, like you can hear and feel it. The under seal that's on it is came through onto a few bits, so all your sort of bolt heads here, they were all just had a wee coating on them. It was all wax oiled before I got it. That's what it did to the bottom of the car. So but these stainless steel bolts don't need that on them, so even just cleaning them up, that makes a wee difference in the
I mean it is really in the engine bay's in it's quite smart condition. I quite like it. Is this the oldest car you've done?
That's the oldest car I've done. I think it is, aye. It's certainly, it's my favourite job I've done so far.
Does that even beat the i8? I actually did it. I didn't.
Kinda does,
I didn't put your. I didn't put your.
You videoed the i8 as well.
I did, but I hadn't put it on my log. But what I've done now is I've got 2 video logs of this,
Right,
and I'm doing the third one now. So the third one's basically just about, you know, getting it ready, putting it in the Carcoon, etc.
Yep.
And I also did make reference to. Do you know it was nearly a year to the day that you did the i8? It was November the 11th, because I've got it in I've got it in my file. So so I've introduced a wee bit of that when we come round and I sort of thing that. So I'll let you know when it's finished. You can have a look at that.
Have you watched the Harry's garage? Yeah.
No, it's looking good. It's looking excellent.
Great.
Right, I'll leave you in peace.
Brilliant.
I'm going to get a file. I need to take that away,
Brilliant.
and you can send me obviously your invoice when it comes in,
No, that's
Malcolm.
great.
So Malcolm has now finished his work on the Silver Shadow, fully ceramic coated. It's been cleaned, polished, done everything on, looking exceptional. And what I'll do is I'll show you some. I'll show you some pictures which he took of the car after he had done all this. So looking excellent. Taking delivery today of, let me show you, air chamber airflow system. Now that's where our Silver Shadow is going to reside during the winter. Why airflow? You may have heard me talk about Carcoon. Well, I'm not here to make judgments in Carcoon, but I'll tell you a story. On the 17th of September, I confirmed an order to Carcoon for a large Veloci air chamber, and very quickly I got a call. I also put a caveat on it saying, can you just double check that the large would suit a Silver Shadow? Within a few days I got correspondence back saying the large might be a bit tight and I'd need to go for extra large. So I said that's fine, go ahead. I was told it would take a few weeks. About a month after that, about mid-October, I started to chase it up, sending emails. Couldn't get the phone to be answered, left messages, nobody would come back to me. So after about 10 days, I eventually got somebody to pick up the phone. And what they basically said was they didn't have an extra large available, and would a large not suffice? And I said, well, not really, because you phoned me up and told me the large was a bit tight. It was you that persuaded me to go for the extra large, so you know, where are we? So to be told then that delivery would be in January or February was somewhat disappointing, bearing in mind they had convinced me that the extra large was that one that I wanted in September. So the lack of feedback from Carcoon was bordering on pretty unprofessional. So you make up your own mind. Great product, don't get me wrong, but customer service absolutely horrendous. And I've written to them and I've been on the review sites and said that. So great product, but you know, Carcoon, really sort out your customer service. Reply to people when they send you an email or phone you or leave messages. And you know, if you say you're going to build something or make something for them, please do it. So anyway, that's why today we have now air chamber controlled environment storage technology, airflow system. So we'll look to get the car down to my Kilmarnock depot and we'll get that blown up, and I should bit of a laugh. I'll show you how that's all done when we're ready. So next step, Kilmarnock. Today's update takes me to my Kilmarnock depot where I'm going to be storing the Silver Shadow during the winter. So hopefully when we go over there we can get the car in the bubble today and at least start the first part of the storage. So off we go to Kilmarnock. Right, so here we go, let's set up the bubble, let's see how it works. Okay, behind me you will see the airframe's actually gone up now, so it's looking a little depressed at the moment. That's because we don't have the frame up inside it, so that's the next thing we're going to do. So here's the bits. These are uprights, roofs and floor pieces, so Jesus, it's going to be like a jigsaw here, so give me 5 minutes just to work out where everything goes and how it gets together, and we'll see the frame go up. That was hard going. I'm just looking at the manual. The manual says here, when the frame is erected, you can now open all entrances. Have a breather, you deserve one. Ah, there we go. End result. I reckon that must have taken me 3 or 4 hours to put that up, but well worth it. So one other wee job to do just before we leave it here for the full winter, and I'll let you know what that is in due course, but for the moment well done here, chamber. See, once you've put it up for the first time, actually it's, you know, makes sense. Just at the very first time you're putting it up is a bit like a jigsaw, but no, it's doing what it's supposed to do, so keep me posted in the next wee job, okay? Here again, 2 small jobs to do before it sort of gets fully put away for the winter. First is change it to my personalised registration plate, and the second one is to connect the trickle battery charger up for the winter. So let's go ahead and do that now, okay? registration plate from my Bentley, so you'll see you've got a B there. Not probably accurate, but hey ho, don't think anybody will notice. So there we go, Balach. My second name is Balach, so that's pretty appropriate. Now the other thing I need to do is attach this trickle battery charger, so let's go about that, I suppose. Right, so here we are. Battery cover off. Make sure I'm connecting them up properly. The other thing I need to do is turn off the battery switch, and we're ready to go. So just need to hook this up now. That's us. Battery charging, trickle charging. There we go. And everything else away, so nothing more to do other than and that is hopefully it for the next few months. So there's not much more I can talk to you about the car now, because we're now just at the beginning of December. Car will be in that bubble now for the best part of 3 months. There's not a lot I can do during that time, so I'm afraid the video logs will need to just go into hibernation until we unpack it again, probably sometime in March, I would think. I haven't shown you, but this is our Kilmarnock store, which is in East Ayrshire, basically the west coast of Scotland. So and this is where the car is going to be held during the winter. So it's basically 2 stores. As you can see, we're pretty well stocked up with our landscaping and our rendering products as well. For those, I'm very aware that the channel is very eclectic, so there are people who are watching the Silver Shadow part of my video logs and don't know about the other side. The channel was principally set up for me driving my Harley Davidson Roadking, and basically due to the fact that I was buying another car, and the Roadking, similar to the Silver Shadow, goes into storage as well. I thought just to keep some video logs going during the winter period, I could maybe extend my eclectic range of video logs. So that's why it's called the Rowebb Roadking. Rowebb because Rowebb, actually got about 6 of these, and Roadking because it's a Harley Davidson Roadking, which is the bike of my choice. So that's how the channel got its name. And the other wee thing, I haven't said anything, the Rowebb is principally my company. I own a major shareholding in that. We have 5 branches in Scotland. Exterior wall finishes and landscaping is what we do. Don't want to go into terribly much on that, that's not what the video log's about, but it's just telling you where, you know, how I got to where I am in this. I have two very good directors which give me a bit of time to go and do my bits and pieces like the video log. So yeah, life is good, or as we say in Rowebb, living the dream. We say goodbye to the Silver Shadow and we'll pick this up sometime in the spring, so stay tuned, and sorry for the break in video logs, but we will be back. Okay, I'll see you later.